two have been basically stars of the Top Fuel show most of the season, and that's why they sit 1 and 2 in the points right now. Brittany's got the monster colors back on. They flip-flop back and forth between that and Flavor Pack. Of course, NKC, Power Solar, Peak Antifreeze, Chevrolet, Cornwell Tools, and Mike Salinas, the Scrappers team. When Pet Boys came a-calling, he said, I'd love to get involved. And after the big changes last season, during the winter break, I still refuse to call it an off-season, a lot of people just kind of wrote Mike Salinas off. But Rob Flynn came in, picked up the notebook, took over the program, and that car's been as solid as any.
Listen, each of these teams had a bit of an anomaly in Seattle. For Mike Salinas, it was the anomaly of a first-round loss. It's something we've very rarely seen over the course of this year, and they missed it in round one. And it was the anomaly of Brittany Force smoking the tires in a final. Normally, when that thing's in a final, it's good night nurse. But out there in Seattle, they pressed a little bit, smoked the tires, and Tony Schumacher scampered to a win.
You know, it's funny. I talked to Tony Schumacher after the event was over, do a winner's interview, and I said, Tony, I got to tell you, I said, if I'd had to make a bet in that final, I said, I think I'd lost money. And he said, I would have too.
Tony's honesty is always refreshing in those moments of discussion, and what a great final. Let's find out if either of these two cars can take the number one position. Final pair of Top Fuel Dragsters.
Does one of them get it? .375, 323 miles an hour, and Mike Salinas takes Pep Boys to the top. Brittany Force, as has become standard, runs top speed at 324.5 miles an hour, but she couples that with a 3.800 elapsed time. So Mike Salinas, it's number one. We go down to Joe.
Down here with Rob Flynn. Rob, the emotion, the fist pump, you were happy about that. You were going for it, and you got it.
Yeah, we were definitely going for it. I mean, kind of surprising that the other cars didn't run better than that, and we're like, wow, did we do enough here? And we did a little bit at the end there, and we took a shot in the starting line on, trying to get the car to run better, and just eked it out there. So great run for the team today.
Taking another look at the NHRA.TV replay, these two have put on quite a show all year long, and Mike Salinas can add 3 more little points for low ET of the round. He'll end up in the top spot at 375. Justin Ashley to 76. Josh Hart at 76. Steve Torrance at 77. Doug Coletta at 79. Brittany Force at an 80. Leah at an 80. Sean Langdon at an 81. That's the way the quick 8 of the field match up. From Mike Salinas' 375 to Tony Schumacher's 387, 12 cars all jammed right in there within a tenth of a second or so.
You know what Rob Flynn said there was, did we do enough? And that's the signature of Mike Salinas' season so far, and it is doing just enough. Not doing too much and not doing too little. This is not a car, and this is a car that's been so good, but it's been so good consistently, and it's been so good incrementally, and they've won these races and maintained their points position because they have done just enough. And that is the recipe that you need to win a championship, and they are looking as good as they have looked all season long, and it's going to be pretty spicy on Sunday. Plenty of room to move on the back half of this order, Alan, but tomorrow in the heat, I'm not sure how much movement we're going to have on the front half.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to have a lot up front, but tomorrow everybody's going to be trying to work on exactly what that race day combination needs to be. Brian, it's been a pleasure sharing the booth with you up here. We don't get to do this very often, but it is fun when you can escape from TV land.